Gal Gadot and James Gunn recently revealed their collaboration on an entirely new Wonder Woman movie, which will serve as a replacement for the initially planned Wonder Woman 3. The previous project was cancelled due to the reboot of major DC movies, but now Gadot is set to continue her role as Wonder Woman in the new DC movies, making her one of the actors from the Snyderverse Justice League to reprise their characters. We'll delve into the details of what sets this Wonder Woman movie apart and explore why Gadot is returning, while Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck will not be reprising their roles as Superman and Batman, respectively. This year, the first major DC series will be Creature Commandos, followed by the Batman HBO series centered around Penguin. However, release dates for these projects haven't been announced yet. All episodes for these releases will be available for viewing. The noteworthy news this week is Gal Gadot confirming her return for the new Wonder Woman movie. Although this information surfaced months ago, many missed it when Jason Momoa subtly confirmed it in a casual Instagram reply. Momoa often dropped significant details inconspicuously, providing updates on projects like the Superman Legacy in a similar fashion. For example, he confirmed David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan as the new Superman and Lois Lane by casually replying to a tweet from a trade publication. Gadot's return has now been officially affirmed by her own statements, adding more weight to the confirmation. We're indeed moving forward with the production of this movie. The key difference now is that it will be considered part of the official canon in the new DC movies, aligning with the overarching narrative crafted by James Gunn. Last year, Gunn mentioned that some actors from the Snyderverse Justice League would be recast, while others would continue with altered backstories to fit into the new canon. As a result, previous DC movies are now regarded as alternate stories occurring in different universes. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is now treated as another variant, akin to characters in Loki or the Spider-Verse. The upcoming DC movies will explore the Wonder Woman character in a unique way. They will delve into the distant past, focusing on the Amazons around 5,000 years ago, just before Wonder Woman's birth. This setting means that the gods are still active, and many modern superheroes either do not exist or haven't been born yet. Ancient characters from the DC universe will play a role in the present day, contributing to a distinctive storytelling approach. During that time frame, a Green Lantern remained active in the Earth sector. Notably, Darkseid, the forces of Apocalypse, and the New Gods were still alive. Dr. Fate existed, although portrayed by a different individual with a power. Vandal Savage, another significant character from this era, has been acknowledged, but James Dean hasn't provided details about him. Patty Jenkins's Wonder Woman 3 was cancelled last year, reportedly due to conflicts between her plans for the character and James Gunn's broader vision for the DC universe. Although the full plot hasn't been revealed, it was intended to unfold in the present day with some Justice League characters making appearances. Given the mixed response to Wonder Woman 1984, some are accepting of not seeing Jenkins's version of Wonder Woman 3. It seemed like the film would have emphasized the tone from 1984, prompting questions about revisiting Steve Trevor's storyline and her past romance. The current focus is on the Paradise Lost episodes, which will explore the Amazons' story. Imagine a show called Paradise Lost, akin to Game of Thrones but set 5,000 years ago on Themyscira, revealing why Zeus created a magical barrier around the island, isolating the Amazons from mankind. This series explores the events leading up to Wonder Woman's birth. It's essentially Themyscira's version of Game of Thrones with its own political intrigue and conflicts. The show will likely recast most Amazons, introducing a new version of characters like Hippolyta, except for Wonder Woman. If Wonder Woman appears, it might be through voiceover cameos or post-credit scenes, hinting at her eventual birth. James Gunn hasn't revealed a premiere date, but considering no casting has happened yet, it's speculated to be around 2025, possibly delayed by strikes. There's also mention of a new Wonder Woman movie, potentially in 2027 or later, featuring crossovers with other Justice League characters introduced by Gunn. The movie might include characters like Superman and a new version of Batman from Batman Brave and the Bold. Present-day scenes might tie into Superman Legacy and other DC movies, creating a connected universe. In 2025, only Superman Legacy and Batman are confirmed as canon, with the Blue Beetle movie being the exception. While the Blue Beetle character will return, there is no confirmation of more Blue Beetle movies, but the character will make an appearance in the Booster Gold series. There are plans for the new Batman Brave and the Bold movie, but it likely won't be released until 2026 or 27. The delay in announcing the new Batman is because the character won't be introduced for a couple of years, and they want to avoid overshadowing Matt Reeves' version with Robert Pattinson. The Bat family is expected to be fully featured in Batman Brave and the Bold, including Nightwing, Tim Drake, and Jason Todd. While there is no confirmation of a new canon version of Batgirl, it might be in the works. The Batgirl debacle from last year has likely influenced the cautious approach in announcing the character. Simultaneous development of Supergirl and Superman movies suggests a focus on the entire Bat family is part of the broader plan. James Gunn's decision to bring back Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman is rooted in his vision for a different Superman, distinct from Henry Cavill's portrayal. Gunn's Superman legacy draws inspiration from the classic Superman and Christopher Reeve's rendition, emphasizing a balance between Clark Kent and Superman. This contrasts with Cavill's Superman, where the focus was more on the godly superhero persona and less on the corn-fed Clark Kent side. Despite the differences, there is acknowledgement that Henry Cavill could have delivered a solid version of Clark Kent if given the opportunity in a different context. It seems like James Gunn was looking for an actor who embodied the essence of Christopher Reeve's Clark Kent, and felt that Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman and Clark Kent leaned towards the more imposing and dominant versions of those characters, somewhat like Giga Chad versions. Gunn envisioned his new Batman to be significantly younger than Ben Affleck's portrayal, though he would have considered using Affleck again if possible. However, Affleck had previously communicated to the studio and James Gunn that he was done with the Batman role, stating that he was out. There's a humorous aspect to this, as Affleck has playfully acknowledged that he felt he nailed the Batman character in the Flash movie, treating it as his triumphant farewell. Despite the jokes, it's clear that there's a playful and joking tone to Affleck's remarks, suggesting a bit of willingness to return if given the opportunity in a light-hearted way. It's interesting that James Gunn's new version of the Justice League seems to be taking a different direction compared to the Snyder version. The recent announcement of Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, Green Lantern, suggests that Gunn's Justice League will be more in line with the animated version of the team. Nathan Fillion has a history with the Green Lantern character, having played Hal Jordan in the Emerald Dawn movie years ago, following the less successful Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern film. There's a humorous element to the fan theory that Fillion would make an excellent Green Lantern dating back to his days on Firefly. Despite not getting the role back then, Fillion has embraced various DC characters in live action for James Gunn and has also been a part of multiple live-action Marvel movies. Given this shift in the Justice League's tone and composition, it raises the question of which characters fans would like to see on this new team. If it diverges significantly from the Snyder version, who would be the ideal members for this fresh take on the Justice League? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel to get updated, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video and see you at the next one.